For additional assembly tips and information, please visit our assembly support page for the Ride1UP Cafe Cruiser. Carefully remove the bike. This is easier with an extra person. Unless you are using a bike stand, we suggest a padded surface and standing the bike upright, not on its side. Remove all parts and tools. Parts include pedals, charger, front fender. Thoroughly inspect the box for any remaining parts. We recommend keeping the box for the first 30 days. Tools needed: 15mm wrench, 2 through 10mm hex wrench set, which is included. Cut the zip ties carefully to remove the packing materials. Installing the handlebars. Make sure to adjust the handlebars so the display and cable routing is on the left and not crossing over or under the frame. Make sure the fork is not backwards and the brake line has a smooth, direct path. The brake caliper should be on the left with stem facing forward. If a torque wrench is available, torque specifications are listed on the stem. If not, please refer to our assembly support page. Remove the clamp bolts and insert the handlebars. Incrementally tighten each in a cross pattern. Rotate the angle and center the handlebars to preference. Finish tightening in a cross pattern. Spacing should be even on all 4 corners. Installing the front wheel. This is easier with an extra person. Carefully align the front wheel with the brake rotor on the left. Slide the front wheel into place. Ensure it is fully seated and well aligned. Install the quick release skewer. Note the angle of the conical springs. The cones are pointing inward. It should be tight enough that it is difficult to close and should leave an impression on your hand. You may need to redo this step if the wheel is not properly seated, aligned, and spinning smoothly. Route the brake cable through the small cable guide on the left side of the fork. Remove the bolt from the fork bridge. Route the light to avoid tension or sharp turns in the wire. Slide the bolt through the fender, then through the light bracket, and thread into the bridge by hand. Do not cross-thread the bolt. Then tighten with hex wrench. Note the large slot allowing up and down adjustment for the fender and light. Adjust the position of the angle brackets if needed. Note the slot in the fender arms to fine-tune fit. Install the M5 bolt on each side. Check for clearance and make final adjustments before tightening each bolt. Now we can remove the remaining packaging. Install the pedals by hand. Pedals show L for left and R for right. The left pedal is reverse threaded. Thread this by hand counterclockwise. Finish tightening with a 15mm crescent wrench. Loosen the seat post clamp lever. Insert past the minimum insertion point. Tighten the seat post clamp. To adjust the angle of the seat, loosen the bolts. Adjust it to your preferred angle. Having the seat parallel with the ground is typically ideal. Tighten both bolts. On to the final steps. Adjusting the brake calipers. Spin the front and rear wheel. Inspect the clearance between the pads for space. A quick adjustment can be made by loosening the bolts of the caliper, squeezing the brake lever, and then carefully tightening them. Brake adjustment is often needed after assembly. For detailed brake adjustments, please see the link in description below. Make sure your gears are shifting evenly and that the derailleur hanger is straight before riding your bike or using the motor. With the bike off, verify the chain will not go past the largest cog into the wheel when you continue to shift. Failure to do so could result in damage to your new e-bike. Please check the description below for a link on how to properly align and index your gears. Now is a good time to adjust the length of your kickstand. The arm is adjustable to set your preferred standing angle and should be tightened so the bolt doesn't come loose when riding. Removing your battery. Insert and twist key to the unlock position. Use both hands to support the battery and gently rotate the battery knob to release the battery. Reinstalling the battery. Ensure it is fully seated with both hands. Always make sure your charge port is properly sealed when not charging. To turn on the bike, hold the middle button briefly. The throttle is now active. Press the plus button to increase your pedal assist level. Press the minus button to decrease. Press and hold the plus button to activate the backlit display, headlight, and taillight. Press and hold again to deactivate. For advanced display settings, please see the video in the description below. Now, it is best to make sure everything is properly tightened and secured before making any final adjustments to dial in your preferred riding position. Thanks for watching this overview of the Cafe Cruiser Assembly.